Welcome to the CNS vidcast. Last time I forgot to talk about the Sony network compromise, so today I will give my thoughts on the break-in, mention a few updates, and more. Many security professionals, including Steve Gibson, the folks at Norse Corporation, and Bruce Schneier, do not believe it was the North Korean government that broke into Sony. The security experts do not agree on who did the hack. Some believe it was a current or former employee, and some think it was a hacker group that dislikes Sony. Some might say there's cause for disliking Sony, or at least some of their tactics. Even though this vidcast is shot on a Sony camera, I myself am not happy with the part of Sony that has done things like infect hard drives of music downloaders. Based on my research, I believe it was a former or current employee, but those who care should do some reading on the subject. In other news, there have been at least several recent updates for the iDevices such as the iPhone and the iPad. The latest is iOS 8.3. I have tested 8.3 on my iPhone and iPad Air, and it appears to be safe to use. In other Apple news, on March 11th, Apple's online services went mostly offline, but were up and running the next day. All I have found out so far is that it was reported as an internal error. Not sure what that means, but given Apple's lack of openness, we'll probably never know. Apple also announced the Apple Watch in several different metals and various bands. The watch is available for order now and will be shipping on April 24th. However, if you order now, you won't get it April 24th. You'll get it sometime later. In Windows news, there have been many Microsoft updates since my last episode, so make sure Windows Update or Microsoft Update runs on your Windows machines. And you want to keep running it until there are no more updates. You may have to reboot, but keep running it until there are no more updates. And speaking of Microsoft, they had a big Windows 10 event, 2 or 3 months ago. Yes, Windows 10 as there will be no Windows 9. All most folks need to know about Windows 10 for now is it is a combination of features from Windows 7 and Windows 8. A start menu, much like we had in Windows 7, will return in Windows 10. I'm running a preview version and it looks and runs very nicely. Windows 10 will be available as a free update for people running Windows 7 and Windows 8 and perhaps even Windows XP. But you must update within a year after it is released. As a last thought, don't forget to back up your devices such as your computers, phones, and tablets. Also, if you're running a Windows PC as a media machine or a Mac Mini as a multimedia machine, like home theater machine, you'll want to back those up. And if you have Sonos doing video and or audio, you want to back that up. A lot of people losing their digital media because they don't have multiple copies of the stuff. I'm not a big fan of online backup, but that is good as a third backup. So if you have a disaster and you lose both your copies, then you'll have something else. And you always want to store a copy of your backups off-site. Thanks for watching Computers and Stuff. Hope to see you next time.